The next king was Huvishka. Huvishka ascended the throne in the year 28 after the death of Vashishka, that is in the year 106 of the Common Era. His inscriptions refer to him as Huvashka, Huveshka, Huvaksha and Huksha. The Rajtarangani mentions that he ruled simultaneously with Jushk or Vijeshk and Kanishka or Kanishka II or Kanishka of the Ara inscription of the year 41. Huvishka was a great patron of Buddhism. An inscription found near Mathura shows that in the year of 23 of the Maharaj Deputra Huvishka, Dhanvati, a Buddhist nun, established an image of Bodhisattva. Another inscription of Mathura again states that in the year 39, Maharaj Deputra Huvishka, the Buddhist nun Pushathin and Buddhadev dedicated the image of Bodhisattva. Another Brahmi inscription found near Mathura mentioned that in the year 51, an image of Shakyamuni was set up by the monk Suddhavarman. The reign of Huvishka corresponds to the first known epigraphic evidence of the Buddha Amitabh depicted on the bottom part of a 2nd century statue which has been found in Govindonagar and is now at the Mathura Museum. The statue is dated to the year 28 of the reign of Huvishka and dedicated to Amitabh Buddha by a family of merchants. There is also some evidence that Huvishka himself was a follower of Mahayana Buddhism. A Sanskrit manuscript fragment of the Cheyenne collection describes Huvishka as one who has set forth in the Mahayana. The Vardak Vas inscription found in the tops of Khawat in the district of Vardak in Afghanistan says that the year 51, Kamgulia, son of Vagramarga, established the relic of Lord Shakyamuni in a stupa of the Vagramarga Vihar, which belonged to the Mahasangika school. All these inscriptions indicate that Buddhism enjoyed popular support during the reign of Huvishka. The next king was Kanishka II. Kanishka II, the son of Vashishka and grandson of Kanishka I, ruled jointly with Huvishka and Vashishka. He took the title Kaiser or Caesar in addition to the titles of Maharaj, Rajtiraj and Deputra. And the next king was Vasudev. Vasudev, the notable last ruler of Kuṣāṇa dynasty, occupied the throne of Kuṣāṇ Empire from 145 of the Common Era to about 176 of the Common Era. Numismatic evidence indicates that Vasudev was a follower of Shaivism. A stone image of the Buddha discovered from a place near Mathura with 5 fragmentary lines inscribed on the base of the image indicates that Buddhism flourished during this period. The inscription records, to quote, in the year 64 or 67, the second month of the rainy season, some day of Vasudev, for the acceptance of the teachers of the Mahasanghic community and also for the adoration of all the Buddhas, an image of the Shakyamuni Buddha together with a shrine for it. The image of the Buddha was installed by Guhu Sen, unquote. The Kuṣāṇ line of rulers exhibited a wide spiritual and cultural eclecticism as its members professed different forms of religious faith. They inherited the Greco-Buddhist traditions of the Greco-Indian kingdom that they had replaced, and their patronage of Buddhist institutions allowed them to grow as a commercial power. Between the mid-1st century and the mid-3rd century, Buddhism, patronized by the Kuṣāṇas, extended to China and other Asian countries through the Silk Route. The first Kuṣāṇa chief, Cadphises I, was a devout Buddhist. Then came Cadphises II, who was a Shaiva. Kanishka, who succeeded Cadphises II, was not only an ardent Buddhist but also an indefatigable propagator of Buddhism. It is no less noteworthy that again Vashishk, who succeeded Kanishk II, was a Bhagavat. This is in keeping with the tradition of absolute freedom and tolerance in a religious faith that is a marked feature of Indian culture as a whole. As an ardent Buddhist, Kanishk respected all other forms of faith, as is shown in his coins, which bear images of gods worshipped by the Greeks, Persians, Iranians and Indians. He took a liberal policy of toleration towards different faiths, and therefore besides Sakmano Bodho, Shakyamuni Buddha, he also patronized other deities such as Osho, that is Shiva, the fire god Atsho, Persian Atash, the Greek sun god Helios, and several others. The 12th century historical chronicle Rajtarangani talks in detail about the benevolence of the Kuṣāṇa kings towards Buddhism. So according to Rajtarangani, then there ruled in this very land the founders of cities called after their own appellations, the three kings named Hushka, Jushka and Kanishka. These kings, albeit belonging to the Turkish race, found refuge in acts of piety. They constructed in Suskaletra and other places monasteries, chaityas and similar edifices. During the glorious period of their regime, the kingdom of Kashmir was for the most part an appendage of the Buddhists who had acquired luster by renunciation. At this time, since the nirvana of the blessed Sakya Simha in this terrestrial world, 150 years, it is said, had elapsed. And a Bodhisattva who was in this country the sole supreme ruler of the land. He was the illustrious Nagarjuna who dwelt in Sadar Hadwan. The Ahin Posh Stupa was dedicated in the 2nd century of the Common Era under the Kuṣāṇas and contained coins of Kuṣāṇa and Roman emperors. And a Bodhisattva was in this century the sole supreme ruler of the land. He was the illustrious Nagarjuna who dwelt in Sadar Hadwan. Thank you.